Your name is to be honored. Your name is to be honored. From the rising of the sun to the setting of the sun, Your name is to be hallowed. Yahweh, Yahweh, Sabaoth, Yahweh, Sabaoth, Yahweh, Sabaoth, Yahweh, Sabaoth, Yahweh, Sabaoth, Yahweh, Sabaoth, the Lord of hosts, the King of glory, Yahweh, Sabaoth, Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, the Lord of hosts, the King of glory, Yahweh, Sabaoth, Yahweh.
Come on. Praise the Lord. All right. Please give the band a round of applause, please. Give them a big round of applause. It's important.
Okay, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my responsibility here is to work for the friend. Please, you may be seated, distinguished guests. Please, can you put your hands together for yourself while you take your seats? You can do better than that. You know you can do better than that. If that clap is for yourself, you can start for Jesus, you can do better than that. PBOs, are you aware we're celebrating the 12th convention? Are you excited in the house? Are you happy about it? Come on, can you celebrate Jesus better than that? Thank you. Today, for the first time in my career, I'll be working with the king of comedy himself, Ali Baba. Please, can you put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen?
Wait. When you see KBAC sitting somewhere, don't mention King, because these people can find you anytime. Our royal fathers, KBAC, we greet you. Our royal fathers, we greet you. Because so please, let's give a round of applause to people who hosted me when I was in school in 1985, 86, 87. The Onoje of Ewu, His Royal Majesty Ojefu Razak of Edo State is here. Please, a round of applause. Also here, the people who feed this country. He is from the area where they feed this country. And when I say that, it is that every month, your governors go to share what comes from his area. The first vice chairman of the Delta State Council of Traditional Rulers, the Pere of Akubene, May Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Pere SP Luke Kalanama the 8th, JP. Please give a round of applause. Well done, sir. We also would like to recognize every time you recognize kings, you also recognize your chief host. And so we would like to recognize the chief host that is here today, His Royal Majesty Oba Dr. Olufolarin Olukayode Ogunsanwo, the Alara of Ilara Ekpe. Please give a round of applause. And just a minute. Another KBAC just entered now, before they now revoke my land. You know these KBACs, I respect them all. And I always call them KBAC, until one time when I was flying to Abuja, we now had turbulence in the flight, and the Oba of Lagos was on the flight. The plane was doing like this and doing like this. So I said, KBAC Kilamashe. He said, KBAC wo. It's God that is KBAC. When we're on this flight like this, until we land on the ground, God is KBAC. But it's good to have them here. It shows the authenticity of the man and the Pwan group that we're celebrating. Please, let's give Pwan group another round of applause.
Okay, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly recognize the first member of the P1 group. I'm talking about Mr. Empowerment himself. I'm talking about the king of real estate himself. I'm talking about a man who took up the bull and said, let us go to empower people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, in recognition, can we all be upstanding as I welcome the chairman of the P1 group, Ochirozo himself, Ambassador, Chief Dr. Augustine Omere. In recognition, please, can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? That's the chairman of the P1 group. Please, you can do better. The man that took the mountain.
Clap like your promotion depends on it. Clap like promotion, they come. Promotion. You see? You see? You see?
Thank you very much, the chairman of the P1 group. We're very grateful and delighted to have you, sir. Thank you. Distinguished guests, to move further, I want to also recognize very quickly the executive vice chairman of the P1 group. I'm talking about the chairman of Falkland, the chairman of P1 Sterling, the managing director and CEO of P1 Legend. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, also the chairman of P1 Sky, chairman P1 Experience Center. Please make some noise for the executive vice chairman, the Ide himself, Dr. Michael Afamefuna Okonkwo. Please, can you make some noise for him, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Please, can you help me echo Ide? Thank you very distinguished ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, sir. Also very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is also with all due respect, I want to salute our pastor. You know, in the P1 group, we have our pastor, and our pastor is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Senior Pastor, Ward Assembly, and the chairman of P1 Business Owner, please make some noise for no other person than Pastor Philip Igbene Jesu. Please, can you put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen? He's here with us. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do better than that. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. We're very grateful. I'll move very quickly recognizing our special group executive director right here in our midst. Distinguished guests, with all pleasure, I want to quickly recognize in our midst a rare executive director. I'm talking about the chairman of P1 Elite, managing director and CEO of P1 Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, help me make some noise for no other person than Professor Frederick Efeogene Okwaje. Please, can you put your hands together for him? That's the Group Executive Director on Operation. You can do better, you can do better, you can do better. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. We're very grateful and delighted to have you here in our midst. Also, very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I also have the rare privilege and singular honor to also quickly recognize in our midst the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Pro. Is also, okay, he's not on seat. When he comes back on seat, I'm going to recognize him. But let me quickly recognize the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Premium. You know who I'm talking about, the King of Boys, Chairman of P1 Platinum. Please make some noise for no other person than Dr. Dennis Oberabo. Please, can you make some noise for him, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. We're very grateful. Also quickly recognizing the Group Executive Director, Corporate Communications and Events, Executive Director of P1 Premium. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you all know the energetic Mama V. Please make some noise for Ambassador Dr. Pastor Vera Oberabo. Please, can you put your hands together for our ladies and gentlemen? Also very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while I was doing the recognition, I just cited the presence of the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Pro. He is the chairman of P1 Bridgeport, chairman of P1 Global, chairman of P1 Gold, chairman of P1 Action, and chairman of P1 Champion. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Group Executive Director on Recruitment. Please make some noise for no other person than our amiable Ambassador, Dr. Michael Akwete. Please, can you put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you very much. Also, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly also recognize our own, our very multiple award-winning professor, the youngest professor as far as the real estate industry is concerned. The first who discovered the first real estate comedy event called the Akara Oko Night of Comedy. One who also discovered the first real estate radio station as far Africa is concerned. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of P1 Perfection, chairman P1 Atlantic, chairman P1 Cornerstone, chairman P1 Dominion. Ladies and gentlemen, please also chairman P1 Lighthouse, managing director and CEO of P1 Plus. Just recently, he won the most outstanding managing director, P1 Group 2023. Please help me make some noise for no other person than His Excellency, Professor Ambassador Julius Oyedemi JP. Please make some noise for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, His Excellency, for joining us. We're very delighted to have you. Also, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about P1 Homes, you know P1 Home is the flagship of the P1 affiliate. And right before me, I have the managing director and CEO of P1 Homes. She's also the group executive director on finance. Very amazing personality, very phenomenal personality, a leader, a goal-setter, and a goal-getter. Please make some noise for Dr. Boluwaji Antonia Abayomi Ogunlade. Please, can you put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen? Today, distinguished guests, 12 ambassadors will come out of one person. In 2020, she took up the mantle, and because of her great work, the work she did was too much that they had to extend her tenure from 2021 to 2022. And in 2022, she did exceptional work, and they said, no, you have to continue from 2022 to 2023. And from 2023, she still took up the mountain till date to hand it over to 12 people, because the shoe she wore, she has expanded it, that 12 people alone can wear that shoe. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please, our Superstar Ambassador 2020, Superstar Ambassador 2021, Superstar Ambassador 2022, and Superstar Ambassador 2023, please make some noise for no other person, the most gorgeous Mrs. Antonia Bodo. Thank you very much, Ma, for joining us. We're very grateful and delighted to have you here in our midst. I have multiple names I'm going to be recognizing, but let me start with the stable of P1 Homes, because today is about, P1 Homes taking up the mantle. First, the Executive Director and COO of P1 Homes. I'm talking about Mr. Nathaniel Okwe. Please, can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen, is here with us. The amazing Mr. Nathaniel. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. We're very grateful to have you. Also, the Executive Director, North Central, Engineer Innocent Ikechubelu. Please, can you put your hands together for him? He's also here with us. Also, the Executive Director, P1 Homes Southeast, Mr. Eziaha Uwaizoke. Please, can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? He's also here with us. Also, the Executive Director, South, Mr. Innocent Amadi. Please, can you put your hands together for him? He's also here with us. Also, the Executive Director, P1 Homes Legal Service, Mr. Damola, is also here with us. Please, can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? The Executive Director, Northeast, Ajibola Abisoye, is also here with us. Please, can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? We also have Executive Director of P1 Home Northwest. We have the amazing Haliru. Please, can we put our hands together for Haliru, ladies and gentlemen? Also, we have in our midst the Executive Director of HCM, Mr. Femi Akombi. Please, can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? He's also here with us. I want to quickly run through this list of P1 Homes, because today is P1 Homes doing all of this. Please, can you put your hands together for P1 Homes, ladies and gentlemen? Also, the Executive Director, P1 Home, Houston, Texas, Ms. Chinwe Okolo. Please, can you put your hands together for our ladies and gentlemen? Then we have the Executive Director of P1 Home Resource Center. We have Ms. Umar. Please, can you put your Ms. Umar Ndata? Please, can you put your hands together for our ladies and gentlemen? Also, we have the Executive Director of Customer Care, Mrs. Jane. Please, can you put your hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? We also have the Executive Director of P1 Home COO Holdings, Ms. Chidima Chidoze. Please, can you put your hands together for our list? And she's also here with us. Thank you, ma, for joining us. We also have the Executive Director of P1 Home Legal Service. I'm talking about Mr. Michael Eze. Please, can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? We also have the Executive Director of Special Duty, Mr. Kester. Please, can you put your hands together for this distinguished guest? We have over 63 managing directors. The question is, how am I going to recognize all of them today? The thing is that they are very important and they are very special. So I'm going to do justice. I will recognize them in different space so that we can have more time to celebrate ourselves. First, on my list, in no particular order, I want to quickly recognize the managing director and CEO. Okay, I think I should look at the face and just recognize them to be faster. What I should do, I'll just do this so that we just run through it very quickly. Please, if I just call you, just stand up and wave, and we're just going to move from there. Distinguished guests, Pastor Dr. Ambassador Abolari Oluwafemi, Managing Director and CEO, P1 Dominion. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? He's here with us. Also, Dr. Mrs. Abolari Grace, the Executive Director of P1 Dominion, came all the way from United Kingdom. Please, can we put our hands together for her? Thank you for joining us, ma. We're very grateful. Also, we have Ambassador Sweet Season, MD CEO of P1 Bazaar. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? He's also here with us. I also have the singular privilege of recognizing the Executive Director of P1 Bazaar. I'm talking about Mrs. Chinyere Anukanti. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? I also have the singular privilege of recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Excel. I'm talking about Mrs. Doris Lewis. Please, can we put our hands together for her? We have the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Heritage, the amazing Chief Emmanuel Ogwefi. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? I also have the singular privilege of recognizing the Executive Director of P1 Heritage. I'm talking about Mrs. Uzo Peace Ogwefi. Please, can we put our hands together for her? Also, we have the Executive Director of P1 Heritage again, Mr. Tunde Oluwaniyi. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? I also have in our midst the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Posters, Pastor Chukuma Ogwego. Please, can we put... Yes, please come put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. He's here with us. Thank you, man of God, for joining us. God bless you. I also have in our midst the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Horizon, the catalyst himself, Mr. Daniel Nandi. Please come put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Also have in our midst the Executive Director of P1 Horizon. I'm talking about Mrs. Peace Nandi. Please come put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen. Also rushing, I have the Executive Director of P1 Haven, Mr. Gerard Ode Okoye. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? I also have the Non-Executive Director of P1 Haven, Mr. Precious Okpaji. Please, can we put our hands together for him? I also have the ladies and gentlemen, the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Royal Connect Center, Abidjan, Mr. Omelu Darlington. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Eminent, the eminent landlady herself, Mrs. Joy Michael. Please, can we put our hands together for her? Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing Ambassador Pastor Amaka Blessing, the MD, CEO. Ambassador Pastor Amaka, please, can we put our hands together for her? Remember, all the way. Please, can we put our hands together? She flew into the country. You said what's that? Dublin, all the way from Dublin. Please, can we put our hands together for her? Aigbobo. Thank you, ma, for joining us. We're very grateful. All the way from Dublin. Thank you, ma. Also, we have the MD CEO of P1 Advantage, Action himself. President and CEO of P1 Advantage. No other person than Dr. Chinedu Ezenwa, the apostolic billionaire himself. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? He's here with us. I have a very long list here, very long one, but I have to. I also have the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Regal, Mr. Theophilus Chooks, Outright himself. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Outright, thank you. Also have Mrs. Joy Bernard, the Executive Director, P1 Regal, is also here. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? I have the privilege also recognizing the Managing Director of P1 Castle, Mrs. Elozino Sonia. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? I have the singular privilege of also recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Extreme, Mrs. Joan DK. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the Executive Director of P1 Extreme, Barrister Humphrey DK. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for joining us, sir. We are very grateful. I also have with us today Managing Director and CEO of P1 Porch, Mr. Adu Innocent. Please can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Also, MD CEO of P1 Bridgeport is also here, Mr. Dalvin Silva. Please can we put our hands together for him. Also, I have the privilege of recognizing the Executive Director of P1 Bridgeport, Mrs. Precious Silva. Please can we put our hands together for her. Also, MD CEO, Nobel Director, I'm talking about Amobi Obina, is also the Experience Center, the Director of Experience Center in Asaba. Please can we put our hands together, Mr. Amobi. Thank you very much for joining us. We're very grateful. Also, I have the Ambassador Carol Johnson, MD CEO of P1 Pearl. Please, can we put our hands together for our ladies and gentlemen? Distinguished guests, I also have the privilege of recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Sky, Mr. Ikenna Nwosu. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the Executive Director and CEO of P1 Sky, Barrister Victoria Nwosu. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the regular privilege of also recognizing Managing Director and CEO of P1 Platinum. I'm talking about Mr. Henry Okogbo. Please, can we put our hands together for him? Also, the Executive Director of P1 Platinum, Mrs. Ife Okogbo. Please, can we put our hands together for her? Also, I have the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Paradise. I'm talking about Mrs. Choma Ugodimu. Please, can we put our hands together for her? I think at this point, I'm going to take a pause because even me, I need to drink water.
What is you are going to take a pause? It still remain?
It still remains, sir. We have 63. P1 group is big, very, very big. Very, very big. We still have all of these untouched. That's the
This thing is turning to INEC election. Oh.
That's how big we are. But let me see if I can touch a few more, then we are going to continue. Also, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, have the singular privilege of recognizing Managing Director and CEO of P1 Zion, Mr. Joseph O. Ndolum. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? He's here with us. Also, I have the privilege of recognizing Ambassador Ikechukwu Ndore. Is also here with us all the way from Houston, Texas. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? I have also Dr. Esther Huber, Ike Huber. Please, can we put our hands together for her, all the way also from Houston, Texas. Thank you very much for joining us. Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing our very own Mr. Frederick Adejiran Ojo, Executive Director of P1 Global. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing Mrs. Sandra Eze Ojo, Managing Director and CEO of P1 Global. Please, help me put your hands together for them. I have the singular privilege also recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Unique, Mr. Amechi Newton Okonkwo. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Also have the privilege of celebrating the Executive Director of P1 Unique, Mrs. Jennifer Amechi Okonkwo. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the privilege of recognizing Dr. Bolaji Onolaja, the real estate. Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Success, Mr. Friday Oziegbe. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? He's here with us. Also, the Executive Director of P1 Success, Mrs. Rachel Oziegbe. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? Also, MD CEO P1 Golden, Mrs. Rita. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Diamond. I'm talking about Mr. Michael Enyi. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Precious, Mr. Sonny Nwosu. Please, can we put our hands together for him too? Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing the Executive Director and CEO of P1 Diamond, Chief Amako. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Also, MD CEO of P1 Gold, Mr. Yusuf Animashaw. Please, can we put our hands together for him too? Ladies and gentlemen, MD CEO of P1 Property Solution, Mr. Emeka Ezora. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have this singular privilege recognizing this amazing director, Mr. and Mrs. Osbert Ifoma Odebo. Please, can we put our hands together for them? Also, all the way from Georgia, Atlanta, our very own Mrs. Rashidat Omolade Sule. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? She's here with us. Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing Oga Landlord himself, Dr. Mukaila Odutola Odusonya, MD CEO P1 Lekki. Please can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Managing Director and CEO of P1 Lighthouse, Pastor Ike DK. Please can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen. Also, the Executive Director of P1 Lighthouse, I'm talking about Mrs. Lydia DK. Please can we put our hands together for her? Also here with us. Thank you for joining us. Managing Director and CEO of P1 Star, Mr. Bamidele Adewale. Please can we put our hands together for him? We also have the Executive Director of P1 Star, Mrs. Tosin Adewale. Please can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? I have just 2 more to go. 2 more lists and we're done. I have Managing Director and CEO of P1 Cedars, Chief Samuel Balekuma. Please can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? The Executive Director of P1 Cedars, Chief Mrs. Bridget Balekuma. Please can we put our hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen? I also have the singular prayer recognizing the very own Ambassador Williams Aimaku, MD CEO P1 Perfection. Please can we put our hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen? Also the Executive Director of P1 Perfection, Mrs. Vivian Aimaku. Please can we put our hands together for them, ladies and gentlemen? I also have the privilege of recognizing Ambassador Dr. Gloria JP, HRM CSP, Head of HR P1 Legend. Please can we put our hands together for our ladies and gentlemen? She's also here with us. Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing Popola Afis, MD P1 Exceptional. Please can you put your hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? I also have the privilege of recognizing MD CEO of P1 Points, Mrs. Vera Debo. Please can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? Also, I have the singular privilege of recognizing the Managing Director and CEO of P1 Royal, Mr. Enthusiasm himself. If your hands are not busy, the ordained billionaire, help me put your hands together for Mr. Austin A. Geoffrey. Also, distinguished guests, I also have the singular privilege of also recognizing in our midst the Executive Director of P1 Royal, Mrs. Priska Ejiofor. Please, can we put our hands together for her? Thank you. Ambassador Austin Ejiofor, thank you very much for joining us. Very grateful. Also, quick one, I'm rushing this. I have also the privilege of recognizing Ambassador Casey Green Oluchuku. I'm talking about Star Ambassador-elect. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? We also have Star Ambassador-elect, Ambassador Ibrahim Kabril, a.k.a. Do Not Double Date Your Mind. MD CEO P1 Precious is also here. I'm talking about Mr. Uosu Sonu. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? I also have Star Ambassador-elect, Ambassador Mary Cyril Mba, the one that put his hand in the plow and did not turn back. Please, can we put our hands together for him, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to stop here with the Executive Director of P1 Elite, Miss Faith Obioha. Please, can we put our hands together for her, ladies and gentlemen? My name is MC the Great. I'll be co-anchoring today with the king of comedy himself, Ali Baba. Thank you very much.
With this thing that you have done, when God is calling names in heaven, I will recommend you. But God, when we get to heaven, that is when you will know that Nigerians like to report people. When we're on that queue and we're moving, you know how Nigerians are now? They'll be like, what's delaying us now? Then hurry up. Then you see that somebody, I will enter. Nigerians can report anybody. And then as they are moving, they'll just see one pastor go and say, they didn't let this pastor enter. Let's quickly follow him because if pastor didn't enter, let's... Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a great evening. And please, we want to select best dressed. So if you are a lady and you're wearing the best dressed outfit, when the time reaches, we'll ask you, you come out and you strut. It's 100K to win 100,000. And this audience will determine who the winner is. If you know somebody is wearing the most beautiful dress on your table, raise your hand. Clap for the person that is wearing the most beautiful dress on your table. I saw one lady, she was dressed like she was going for a traditional wedding. You are not going to take part in this competition. The only thing remaining for you is bride price. And please, some of you see how this place is tight and you are walking around. When ladies are sitting and you walk past them, be careful. Some are wearing wig. If you take hand, remove that thing now. So please, as you are walking, if the person is sitting here, you give chance and walk past. You go and use hand. Most of you, somebody asked me when I was talking about how we're going to give the best dressed female 100,000. He said, what of the guys? We wanted to do it just because it's just past International Women's Day and Mother's Day that just passed. But so because of that, we're now going to do suits. All of you that are EDs and vice president, you are not going to be part of it. I'm not pointing at anybody. So if you are wearing suits and you want to come out and take part in that one, also we'll also extend it. So the men, the best dressed men, 100K as well. But your suits must be telling a story and giving testimonies. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know. Can we take your man? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to, I want to do small recognition. I would like to recognize the Kábíyèsí Ọba Ọláyẹmí Lukman Arowolo, the Gbadewolu of Araromi Kingdom, Ìbẹ̀jú-Lẹ́kì. Let's give him a round of applause. Kábíyèsí o. Welcome. Some people will be wondering, how is my Yoruba this good? I came into Lagos in 1972, after the war. And since that time, I've learned the language. So, mo lè kọ Yoruba, mo lè kà, mo lè kà, mo lè kọ, mo lè kọ. Pẹ̀lú àmì. All right, yes. Ó ṣeé ṣe ni. All right, and even if it's Urobo, I also can speak it. My Igbo Tairapa. Yes. The only Igbo that I can speak is the one we used to buy spare parts. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to recognize the presence of Mrs. Caroline Aikwete, the ED COO Pwan Pro. PRO, please. Pwan Pro. Please, a round of applause. Where is she? All right, so you're welcome, madam. Welcome. It's of great importance that these people that we recognize are applauded every time we recognize them, because a lot of you are aspiring to get to where they are. And so, for all of you who are aspiring to get to this place, can we give all of them a round of applause? Just so that we get this event started properly, we'll give you a welcome. And the welcome is going to be done by the chairman, Pwan Group. So please welcome Ambassador Dr. Augustine Oziomo Omumere. Please give me a round of applause, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, please can we all be upstanding as we welcome the chairman of the Pwan Group for the welcome address. Ambassador Dr. Oziomo Omumere, chairman Pwan Group.
What the man fellas go? What the man fellas go? He has done my better things for me. What the man fellas go? What the man fellas? He's still doing my better things for me. Oh, me the science go. Oh, me the presence go. Oh, me the everything is got them more. What the man fellas go? What the man fellas? He's still doing my better things for will shine, it will show, it will shine. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Clap, 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 clap for the Most High God. Clap if you are happy. Clap if you are rejoicing like me. After 12 years of starting like a small tree. Thank you, sir. God bless you. 12 years. 12 years that looked like nothing was going to come out of it. We are celebrating. As that song was going on, I was recounting all the goodness, all the good things that the Lord had done for P1 Group. It all started by selling for another real estate company in 2012, Dr. Jane and Dr. Austin Onwumere. We never knew it was going to be like this 12 years after. Please sit down, please, ladies and gentlemen. Clap for yourselves. I appreciate all of you who have joined the train of the P1 Group. I'm so happy with the leadership and the friends that joined us here. The kings, my pastor, all the MDs and the EDs that have been mentioned, as if the numbers will not end. I said to myself, we are just 12, we have 63 companies. What if we are 20 and we have 250 companies? Before you start the program, you will start by 7 o'clock, by 12 o'clock before you start the main program. Abi? That is the goodness of God. It started in a letter on sharing flyers at Ajah Road. Dr. Jane will be in the room where we were squatting, collecting the phone numbers of the people that were calling the phone numbers on the flyer. And on Thursday of every week, I will send bulk SMS to all the people that had indicated interest to seeing that company's estate. Saturday morning, I begin to call them to come for inspection by 10 o'clock. We did not have an office. We were using a beer parlor, 2 plastic chairs and 1 table. And we kept on marketing real estate for that company. 3 months, no sales. 3 months, over 2,000 calls, over 3,000 visitors. The 4th month, Easter Monday, 2012, Dr. Jane looked at the flyer and said, Austin, don't you think that something is wrong with this flyer? Square meter. She said, why don't you change the narration on the flyer from 360,000 per plot, write 60,000 initial payment and 25,000 monthly for 12 months. We didn't know we have built an avalanche of customers waiting for that offer. Immediately that offer went out, everybody began to put in their own 60,000 as a commitment to buying their own plot of land. We had used 3 months to cultivate a people that wanted to buy a product. We never knew we were doing that, but we never gave up. Immediately that advert went out by bulk SMS, by flyers, by phone calls. 60,000 began to fall from everywhere. In fact, 2 days after, a couple that had come some months back dropped 3.6 million for 10 plots. At this time, we were homeless. We didn't have a home. We were squatting from place to place. We took the 600,000 on top of that 3 million and deposited for a house at Shongotedo. That is part of the story of the P1 Group. We told the landlord we are coming back with 250,000 in 2 weeks. He allowed us to move into the house. Now had our first home. And then we knew we had a business. We needed to tell several other people how we did it and how they can join us and earn commissions. Long before that, long after that, people began to emerge that wanted to be part of it. And in a few years' time, we started opening affiliates because our competition began to attack and take our best hands. So instead of continuing to increasing salaries and benefits, we decided to start what is known as partnership, or if we call it affiliates. That affiliate is what has given birth to 63 indigenous companies. And you know what? We are in 36 states of Nigeria and the Federal Capital Territory. In 12 years. More than 20 fully developed estates that people are living in different locations. Many young men and women have found a life from this business. That I give glory to God forever. Many people who could not eat 3 square meals, who could not pay house rent, who could not pay school fees for their children, who could not give their aged parents some money at home, are beginning to give, are beginning to have. I look at one young man in front of me right now, and I remember, glory to God, he never knew that he would be like he is today. He used to control what you would call area boys in the area where he lived. And we happened to buy a 33 plots of land close to where that place. And I was always going there to look at the work that is being done. I kept on seeing him around. And I called him and said, can you work for me? I'll pay you 50,000 per month. Be supervising the work that is happening on this site. Today, that guy is more than joyed to be part of the business. What am I saying? Testimonies left, testimonies right, testimonies front, testimonies back, testimonies up and down. Glory to God. I am not just the chairman, I am the servant of everyone here. Thank you. Clap for me. If sad and mad to everybody around me and work to deliver on our promises. Pwan is one of the longest lasting, highest employer of labor in Nigeria, with over 1,000 staffs spread across every state in Nigeria, over 900,000 marketers. In every home, there seems to be a Pwan. The full meaning is Property World Africa Network. In every community in Lagos and outskirts of Lagos, our presence is known. On Lekki Ekpe Expressway alone, from VI to Ekpe, we have more than 42 offices. In the whole of Nigeria,